Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, August 5th, and the moon is in Cancer all day. It's a rainy day here in in Wareham, so I'm going to be doing this just from the doorway of my office. It's raining pretty hard right now. So, the moon is in Cancer. It doesn't make a whole lot of, big aspects, or what we call major aspects in astrology. It does make an inconjunct to Saturn. Saturn is, of course, in Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius requires us to build the structures for more humanitarian ways of being. And then, of course, the moon in Cancer is very personal energy. So there's this sort of crisis. There's a crisis in the way that we are coming to terms with what needs to be done for everyone, and whether or not our own sort of families are going to get what they need. So there's all these different families sort of, in a way, vying for the resources perhaps, or the help that is needed. And there is a point, I think, that we're going to have to come to terms with the fact that, the government can't really do everything that we need them to do. We're going to have to start to work together. And more community, working with people that we both like and don't like, to get things settled and get our needs met. So there's that sort of energy around. We have to remember that at the beginning, it was the 2nd of August, which is a few days ago, we had that opposition between Saturn and the Sun. Saturn being in collective Aquarius and the Sun being in me, Leo. There's this tension between the needs of the individual and the needs of the collective. It's a very, very sort of tight tension. There's a feeling that we're sort of stuck where we're at, and that will we decry to the heavens. Will we ever see a break? Will there ever be an opportunity to change the situation? It seems like we're in this loop of same thing, and nobody's sort of resolving it. Well, that is about to change. Tomorrow we have the square between the Sun and Uranus, and I heard it described by a astrologer on YouTube as it's as if a string or a rope is being pulled, and then Uranus comes along and snaps the rope, cuts the rope in half, and everybody goes flying. Kind of like a tug of war, when both sides are pulling so hard, and then somebody comes along and says, "Oh, I'm just going to cut the rope," and then those two sides go flying in all different directions. So there will be a break. There will be a shift. There will be a change, and this whole month of August is really about that change and that shift and that sort of releasing of tension. Of course, that's going to cause a lot of chaos as well, but if you stay within your own sort of heart space and offer help to those who need help, that you can help. It's very easy to look around and get overwhelmed by all the help that's needed for those people who like to help. Right? And you're like, where do I put my energy first? Do I help the hospital workers? Do I help the EMTs? Do I help the children at the border? Do I help the people in Lebanon? Who do I help? Well, you have to kind of help yourself first, right? And then look to others and work in groups. That's what Saturn in Aquarius is telling us to do. Work together, people. Work for the common good. And that has to be something that the people decide to do for each other. Actually, I guess supported by governments and institutions, but not led, I don't think, by governments and institutions. I think that there has to be somewhat of a sort of a grassroots, but it's really hard at this point to even know where you stand. So, and of course, I say all this with the moon in Cancer. And it's a very sensitive moon. It's a very moody moon. And so we will see how this all sort of precipitates out. Remember, we do have another full moon in Aquarius coming up on the 8th, the 8/8 Lion's Gate. So there's a lot to still be revealed. There's a lot that is still going to happen. So what I would say to you today, as we sort of meander through this Cancer moon, is things will change, and just put your, just keep doing what you're doing in attempts to move forward, improve your life, improve the lives of others. Things are shifting and changing, and it almost doesn't matter what the people in power are thinking or saying or doing. I think it comes down to, what are you thinking and saying or doing? How are you choosing to live your life? We connect with others through resonance. It's an energetic, it's a vibrational thing. And so if you focus on all the problems, you will attract problems. But if you focus on solutions, you will attract others who have solutions. And so I think that where our mind is at and where our heart is at is very important at this time. And if you can't seem to manage any of that, just find a quiet place in your own environment, or if you don't have that in your own mind, maybe put in some earbuds and listen to some calming music. We're not really hiding away. We're trying to keep our vibration from getting dissonant from all the other dissonant vibrations out there. So do your best to protect yourself energetically. In some cases, people have to protect themselves physically. It kind of depends on where you live and what's around you. But to the best of your ability, foster a sense of hope, foster a sense of peace, peace within. Oh, there's the hummingbird. Peace within will create peace without. So, and it is still raining here. It's going to rain all day. It rained all day yesterday. I'm not really complaining, because I know there are places on the planet where we're not getting any rain at all and are in drought. Yeah, I guess we just have to live each day the way it appears to us, right? All right, guys, I don't know how much astrology you learned today, but, well, there wasn't a lot of astrology to talk about, I guess. Have yourself a beautiful day, a peaceful day. Try to find that inner calm. It's not, especially with the Cancer moon, we tend to wax and wane. And it's okay if you're waxing and what you're feeling. Sometimes you're feeling hopeful, and sometimes you're feeling, oh my God, this is futile, and then you're feeling hopeful, and then you're feeling futile. It's okay. It's just the process. It's just the Cancer moon. It's the waxing and the waning. I always find that doing things that bring me joy can get me out of almost any kind of slump that I find myself in. So, whatever that happens to be, spend a little time today doing that. Okay, guys, much love to you all, and from all the birds. See the blackbird there, the red-winged blackbird. They're so beautiful when they fly. It's like a flash of orange. I love that. Yeah, and all the beautiful flowers, and all the fairies, and the bunnies, and the squirrels, and the chipmunks. Everybody says hi from the Seeds of Transformation. And always, always, always connect with nature when you can, because I actually had a realization. I'm sorry, I know I keep going, but I think this is important. I was actually watching Cash Peters, who I freaking love. I love him. I love his work, and I was watching something that he had done, I think almost a couple of months ago, and he was talking. I think he did California, and he said he felt this rage of the California and the fires, and this rage of the earth just saying, "Pay attention to me," pay attention. And I thought, you know what? That's what we need to do. We need to reconnect with nature. We need to remember the beauty and the glory of nature. We're so separated from it. And nature is trying to get our attention. So let's give her our attention and let's take the steps necessary. F the people who can't get there, together to do anything about climate change. Do what you can and connect with the nature around you, because she is speaking to us. She's certainly talking to us here at the Seeds of Transformation every day. She gives us messages through her animals and through her weather, and just through the connection that we have with her. So miracles abound, people. Let's not forget that. You're a miracle. Life's a miracle. Don't waste it on, saying, oh my God, everything's terrible. Everything's terrible. I'm talking to myself. I am. Believe me, folks. I don't say anything to you that I haven't said to myself 10 times over. So much love to you all, and have a great day.